Special Olympics provides year-round sports training and competition to children and adults 8 years of age and older with intellectual and developmental disabilities, offering 17 sports to more than 460 athletes in Polk County. They have an event coming up that you don't want to miss, and all the details are coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Jeremy Moretti, and with me today we've got two special guests in the studio with us. Mike Long, who is the Director for Special Olympics in Polk County.
Yes, sir.
And also Joe Wigand, who is a special education teacher at Ridge and also a coach for Special Olympics.
Yep.
So thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you. So
I know you guys have had quite the second half of the year already, and we're not done yet. Before we get to that, though, can you just kind of give us, Mike, a little bit of an overview of what Special Olympics does for folks who might not be familiar with it yet?
Sure. Well, Special Olympics is it's not just a sports program, but it does provide sports activities for intellectually disabled adults, really, children and adults, ages 8 to, well, I've got some 88-year-olds on our team in some cases. But we offer, like you said, 17 different sports, from bowling to basketball to volleyball to soccer. I mean,
stand-up paddleboard.
Stand-up paddleboard, swimming. I mean, the list is huge. And basically, we offer them these sports year-round. But additionally, we also offer a lot of healthcare stuff. There's a cooking class I have going on that's been going on for 8 weeks. It's just now ending up tonight, actually. We've also give medical checks at all of our events. We have health fairs. We have what they call MedFest. We've got eye exams, ear exams, teeth exams, all these kind of activities. So we actually have a fitness program called Fit 5. So I mean, the list, it's an overall health and sports program. But more than anything, I think one of the biggest things we do is inclusion. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of unified sports where our athletes play with other athletes, and they play on teams together. So it's just a great camaraderie everywhere.
Yeah. It's almost kind of the way things have been going in recent years. You had mentioned inclusion, but there's also like a normalization and just bringing into community and lifestyle that just kind of encompasses everything that I've kind of seen.
Yeah, in fact, just because someone's intellectually disabled doesn't mean their life is any different. In fact, the other athletes, and Joe can even go into this a lot more detail than I can, but they actually all end up being part of the school program, part of everything, becoming just it's all together. It doesn't mean anything special. We're back, I guess, many years ago, it was kind of an outcast type. Not anymore. Now they're just part of the whole thing.
Sure. Yeah. Well, speaking of just the part of the whole thing, give us part of the year that's gone on since you and I last talked.
Last time I was here,
you've had a lot.
Yeah, it's been a busy October to say the least. Started out in October, we had our county games for bowling. 200 athletes showed up and competed in bowling. Then we had.
Yeah, you guys packed the house.
We packed it pretty good then. And we actually had to have 2 complete sessions of it. Then we went to that same week. I had my first Lakeland Champions for Change, which is kind of like a fundraiser, but it's more just to get to know the people in Lakeland. Bill Mutz came out and spoke. Him and his wife. It was a fantastic. 150 people showed up. We made more connections in Lakeland than we've ever had. It was a great stepping out there and getting to know those people like we needed to. Then we went from there to what we were talking about the last time when I was on was the Fall Classic, which was going to be an area Fall Classic. Well, last year it had 7 counties. This year it was 9 counties. It had 450 athletes at Southeastern University, which was fantastic. We had flag football, we had softball, we had cheerleading. The gymnastics In fact, I wish I'd called you guys the night before to come out with your camera and do one of those slow motions. I've never seen a professional. We hired a professional group to come in. They literally took a 40-foot semi in 4x4 pieces of plywood with springs every foot, took that entire gymnasium floor, and it was like a jigsaw puzzle being put together for several hours. And literally, when they got done, they put that down, they put plywood on top of that, they put more foam, they put carpet, they put all the gymnastic bars. It was just
Wow.
one of those things would be neat to have, that fast forward
That
and watch
time
it.
lapse
Time
time,
lapse
yeah.
would be incredible. And then we also, the best thing we were talking about this a while ago, powerlifting. And I always thought, powerlifting, how can that be exciting? We had 100 people in there constantly watching it. We had a professional group who actually does powerlifting tournaments come out, Vanilla Gorilla, and these people were unbelievable. They had the TV monitors up. Here's what this athlete's done in the past. Here's what he's lifting now. I mean, they made it so exciting. The room was packed
Fantastic.
constantly. So that was how the Fall Classic ended up. Then after that, Allen and Allen Company, the Tropics, Tourism and Marketing put together a Be Brave soccer tournament out at Lake Myrtle Complex. There was over nearly 30 teams competing out there, but the highlight of it was we got 2 of our soccer teams to come out and play each other. It's kind of a little exhibition game, but 8 of the Tropic guys came out, 4 in each team, so we turned it into a unified game. It was so neat to watch, and then of course what was really great was afterwards, how the soccer guys swapped the shirts and these guys were just like brothers. You would have thought our guys just won the World Cup, the way they were doing it.
That's great.
And then of course last weekend we had the area bowling, again up at Cypress Lanes, this time 425 athletes for bowling.
Wow.
So it's been a busy month.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So now, Joe here, you're pretty well ingrained in Special Olympics and coaching. Tell us a little bit about your role in all of this.
Okay, I've been coaching for Special Olympics pretty much my whole life. My mom runs a program down in Broward County, and I started out on the court with her. So going up to college, went up there, started doing Special Olympics through USF. I was up there doing it. And then I moved to Polk County, became a teacher at Ridge Community High School, and started a Special Olympics program there.
Okay.
We started it 4 years ago. We had, what did I tell you, 6?
Yeah.
6 athletes when I started it 4 years ago, and I had 1 volleyball team. And now I have 3 volleyball teams, 2 basketball teams, a football team, and a cheerleading team.
Wow.
So we have grown exponentially in our program. And we've gone to several state games, several tournaments, and our volleyball team got selected to go to World Games in Abu Dhabi in 2019.
Okay.
So our volleyball team will be going to represent Team USA coming up here soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So
Pretty
now,
awesome for a little small school.
Yeah.
in Polk County.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're going to call Ridge a small
Well,
school, but
Compared to the high school I went
Yeah.
to, it's very small.
wow. Okay.
Well,
So-
tell them about what the criteria for that was.
Yeah, so our team, in order to get selected, we had to have won a state games within the past 3 years, and we've been to 3 of them. We got 4th in our first time. We took 1st our second time, and then we took 2nd our next time. So, and we competed in the Division II seniors, which is a high school division, and Division II is kind of up towards the top of your divisioning
Okay.
brackets. And then after that, you had to submit kind of like each one of your kids had to fill out a bio on why they wanted to go, what they wanted to do, and you got put in, got selected, get to go to a training camp in Delaware. We went in there in September, and we got to go and train and do a bunch of stuff with University of Delaware athletes and see how we competed on a bigger scale. And then we finally got selected to represent Team USA.
So out of how many teams are doing this? Because this is around the country, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is around the country. I know that there are 2 volleyball teams that are going, just as far as team sports, I'm not positive on the whole number, but team sports, we got 2 volleyball teams going to represent, 3 basketball teams, a couple soccer teams, table tennis team. I remember meeting up there. and a bunch of swimmers. I think Florida had 22 athletes that will be representing.
Wow.
That's good.
From
That
this
is
area in
incredible.
Florida.
Okay. So that's impressive. So
Yeah.
going to Abu Dhabi, and now when they get over there at that level, I'm guessing this is a whole different level from what you would have seen at Southeastern, right?
Oh yeah, you're talking.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Yeah.
This is my first experience on the World Games. I've done USA Games, and the level is a huge difference on that. You know, the competition, you're seeing people, because a lot of times you're seeing a lot of the same teams is what's going on. And, you know, like I was telling him, I see Bartow, we compete against Bartow pretty constantly because Bartow's Ridge's rival. So we see them constantly, we know each other, but once we get over to the World Games, you're seeing teams that you've never seen before, you're seeing things and people that you've never seen compete. And it's pretty cool to watch what other teams are doing and training now.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Wow.
it's pretty cool stuff.
Well, can't wait to hear what goes on with that and see all of that. We'll have to have you back in to report back to us on
Yeah, we're excited
what's going
for
on
it.
there. Now, year's not over yet.
No, but it has wound down a little bit, I thought.
Yeah.
Because it's how many sports you got running it simultaneously, kind of as you kind of saw from me just talking about the other stuff. So great, all those sports have kind of stopped. I'm thinking, oh, we're down to just basketball and equestrian. Life's going to get easy. However, last night I sat down and I was actually doing, it's what's called an RTP. It's a request for training program, and it's just for the delegations. We had 7 delegations last year, which equaled about, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 teams. I turned in 15 delegations last night. I know there's another 5 coming. And they're over 250 athletes are doing basketball this year. So we were actually talking outside beforehand about, okay, we're going to have some little inner tournaments, a little scrimmage, because basketball is one of those sports where, you know, they want to practice about 4 weeks and they want to start scrimmaging somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
You can only practice so
Right.
much
Yes.
before the competition kicks in.
First thing he was asking, he said, well, are there any other high schools lining up? Yeah, I said, well, Lake Wales is signed up too. So yeah. And in each of these schools will field about 2 or 3 teams. So yeah, you can quickly see just at the high school level, we'll have 3 major high schools that have already signed up to play, and they're probably going to have at least 2 teams apiece. So yeah, here we go. I think what was the list I told you? I think I had I want to say 10 middle schools that are going at it. And then independent programs, just people that just want to form a team and have it out there. Had another, I think 5 or 6 of those that we're working on. So I was thinking, yeah, it's going to calm down, but I think basketball is going to be every weekend pretty much constantly from now till the end of the year.
All right.
So that'd be great. And then, of course, that gets us through the holidays nice. I tell you, one of the things I do have in the works right now, I haven't called them to confirm it, but they gave me this as the date. The Lakeland Magic said that they would cut a deal with us. They want us to come out and do an exhibition game, let our athletes in free, and do all this kind of stuff. So I was trying to turn it into a family day, of just a Special Olympics day. So I think we're going to. If I was going to give you a date, maybe around this middle of December.
Okay.
I'm trying to put that one together, but it'd be on our webpage when I finally put it together. But hopefully they'll have a little clinic for us is what we're going to work out maybe.
All right.
And then have a big, come out there and do a little exhibition game.
Oh, that'd
kind of
be
like
great.
what we did with the Tropic. Yeah. So, yeah, it's between now and the first year, it's still got a few things going.
All right.
Yep.
So now, folks wanting to see everything coming up, go to your webpage
You got it.
and check everything
and
out.
our Facebook page also.
Okay.
Because we update it just almost every night.
Now with all this going on, you need volunteers as well?
Of course.
Okay.
Always need volunteers.
All right.
And I need them at every level, coaches, referees. I mean, just like we were talking about, if we start to put together a lot of these, we'll call them pickup games or little mini tournaments. Okay, you ever referee a basketball, give me a call. Because I can find some place for you to go referee on a weekend, probably. Easy enough. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on like that.
Sounds good. Well, we'll send folks your way then.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys both for coming in,
right.
and we'll have you back to report back to us here in just a little while.
Good.
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Join Special Olympics Florida for Polk County basketball Saturday, December 9th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Florida Southern College, which will include individual skills, team skills, along with 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 team play. Special Olympics Florida Polk is always in need of volunteers and sponsors. They provide a diverse range of rewarding and engaging volunteer opportunities, as well as fun and unique opportunities. Special Olympics Florida is a registered 501c3 non-for-profit organization. They rely upon the generosity of individual and corporate contributions to maintain and grow their program. For more information, look them up on the web at www.specialolympicsflorida.org/Polk, or give them a call at 863-873-8219.